Alright, in the last video we talked about finding derivatives using the power rule, and one of the things that we couldn't really use the power rule for was products. So if you remember, we did a problem similar to this where we would say find f prime of 2 if f of x equals x plus 1 times x plus 3. And in the previous lesson, we couldn't really take the derivative yet because we had this product here. So we had to rewrite it without the product. We had to use our distributive property. Get x squared plus 4x plus 3. Then we could take our derivative, get 2x plus 4, and plug in our value of 2. And get 8. Now in this unit we're going to get the product rule, which if you can figure out, that just means it's going to allow us to take the derivative of a product without having to distribute everything first. So what the product rule is going to say, sorry about that, hit the wrong button. What the product rule is going to say is if you have some function that we will call f of x, and f of x is defined by two other functions, we'll say g of x and h of x, and they are multiplied together, then f prime of x is going to be equal to g prime of x times h of x plus g of x times h prime of x. So in the case of the problem we have up here, we can think about x plus 1 as g of x, and we can think of x plus 3 as h of x. So instead of having to go through and distribute, we can just go ahead and take the derivatives of each piece and multiply together like we have here. So in our problem, f prime of x would be equal to, if we look at g of x as just x plus 1, the derivative of x plus 1 is going to be 1. And then we keep h of x the exact same, so 1 times x plus 3, plus, then we want to keep g of x the same, so g of x is x plus 1, and we want to multiply by the derivative of h of x. If h of x is x plus 3, then its derivative is just 1. So this would be x plus 3 plus x plus 1, which is 2x plus 4. Which is the same thing that we got up here. And if we wanted to find f prime of 2, we would just plug 2 into that like we did earlier. So that is your product rule for differentiation.